What are we doing, Jackie?
We are going to start our first podcast.
That's fucking insane.
I'm really overwhelmed, but excited, and I think we're going to do really good.
I'm really nervous. So this podcast is going to be named 50 Shades of Green.
Yeah.
50 Shades of Green, which is going to talk about all of the different sides of marijuana, cannabis, ganja, reefer, whatever you want to call it. In Florida, we have medical marijuana, so it's medical marijuana, and we're going to talk about all of those different sides. And there's a fucking lot.
There's a ton.
Yeah.
50 shades. 50 shades.
Probably more.
Yeah, 50 plus shades.
All right. So the next time you see us, we're going to be in the podcast recording.
Oh my goodness.
Ah!
I'm going to go crazy.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Would you rather, or the truth or drink?
Can we pull
Well, truth or smoke is what we
Is there
have.
an app that I could pull up, or
I don't know.
I could check?
I think it's just a card game,
Oof.
but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I guess you could look.
I'm excited for this one.
I know.
It's so much fun. Oh my goodness.
You know.
Well, we're gonna.
I know. It's gonna be funny. Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, you do you, boo.
It's gonna be so much fun.
It is gonna be fun.
Okay. How do we meet?
Hello.
Welcome. They told you to come see me?
Yeah.
Is I like the babe
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure.
Because I was quitting smoking cigarettes.
And you came to me
Mhm.
about it?
Mhm. See? So you helped me too.
Damn.
I wouldn't have quit smoking cigarettes if I didn't find the right thing. Be honest.
I'm glad that you did.
Mimosa. So cheers. Listen to the podcast. So what's your favorite strain? Oh, what's your favorite strain? Don't forget, we have to ask the YouTube community.
We need to ask.
Yes. Oh, don't forget, you can follow the podcast and actually see who we are on YouTube.
Goodness.
50 Shades of Green.
It's gonna be our name.
It's crazy.
It's a little overwhelming, but we're good. We've got this.
Okay, so I guess let's jump right in.
Okay.
How did we meet?
So you came into my job one day. I run a vape shop here in Naples, and you just kind of strolled in, and I think hit it off pretty decently. I mean, it took I think a couple interactions for us to really.
I will be honest, I am bad. I was bad at meeting people. I definitely think it's a part of my, like, you know, issue.
The anxiety.
Not just the anxiety, but every time I meet someone, my defenses were just always, like, I described it as, you know, like when a security thing happens and it's like a metal door goes up and it's like clink, 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 clink. Like that's what would happen with me.
Yeah. No, but it seemed really like easy.
I honestly don't
you.
remember the first time. I just remember going into the vape shop and like knowing that you just knew everything. And like that's who I had to talk to. Like I was just like, go look for Jackie.
Yeah, and here we are. What's it been? Like it's been at least a year.
Oh, I think it's been longer than I think.
Yeah.
It's been like at least 2 years.
Yeah, holy cow.
Yeah, because all of 2020.
And I came in to Naples right before, well, in 2019 I went back there.
I think in 2019 is when, that's when I'm pretty sure when we met, because I was trying to quit smoking cigarettes again. Oh,
it's a
it was
struggle.
so frustrating because I
can actually breathe if I want to run in air quotes. Like I'm capable of doing it compared to when I was smoking, and I would get, it was just a constant heavy feeling.
Yeah. So that was like a really, I think that your knowledge definitely played a big factor into like keeping me coming back.
That's good.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
And that's like the issues I have at like dispensaries. If the bud tender doesn't know what I'm asking for, what product, or, you know, CBN and CBG, like, do you have any of that? I don't know what that is. What do you mean? You work in a dispensary and you don't know about the other cannabinoids? There's more than just THC.
Yeah.
And I would just get so frustrated. So I don't go back. And then you, I feel like, made me want to, like, go back.
It's just, I think it's about building that relationship with your customers or whoever you're dealing with, and like you want to be able to trust like what they're telling you is right. And I think when you start seeing like the results of that and what the people were telling you, that just makes people a little more comfortable.
So how did we get here? Because obviously we started talking about like marijuana.
We did.
But you know what, that's funny too, because neither one of us actually said anything.
Yeah, no.
At first. It's so funny how we like,
there's like a hush
stoners are like, yeah.
Are you cool? Like, what's the secret password?
Yeah. You got a light? Let me see the bottom of your lighter.
Like, I'm gonna ask you if you smoke, and if you say smoke what, then I know that we're good.
Yeah. And do you think that like stigma made us both kind of afraid to say anything? Because I mean, now I'm like, you would know.
You just put it all out there now.
Because now I'm more comfortable with myself, and I feel like I am who I am supposed to be, and I just want other people to not feel ashamed of a release or a medication or, you know, whatever you may use cannabis for. And I do think that, like, yes, it's a calling card. I want to put it out to the world that, like, I smoke reefer. I just want everyone to know that it is okay and you are not a terrible person, and you can be a functioning member of society.
Productive member of society.
Like, you have a whole ass job.
I mean,
yeah, like, you help raise a child. I raise children. I mean, I think that there is something to be said, because a lot of mothers, instead of using alcohol, we like
turn to pills and
we use other things that are like not healthy, or like even just overeating, emotional eating, over shopping. All of those things are still a release for us.
Something that temporarily get you good, I guess.
So I wonder, what was the conversation that made us say, oh, she smokes weed?
I think I just got blunt and just was like, I think I was hitting my vape or something, or I just said to you straight up.
I think can we actually cut for a second? I just said my sister's name. Sorry.
We can cut the.
Okay. So I think that my sister is the one who actually told me that you smoke weed. She knew. But I think that you had already like developed that rapport with her.
Yeah, I think she was a custard.
A custard. She is.
She was a customer of mine for, I think, a couple weeks before, you know, you eventually came in. And I know I had seen your mom.
Oh yeah, my mom and her had seen you a bunch before I had gone in. They both were like, you have to meet her. She's hilarious.
It took you a while, but you made it.
Yeah, because I am that like little iron wall. Like clink, clink, clink.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, but we're so similar. Like, and getting to know you, I've loved getting to know you, because we are realizing just how.
But do you think that if I didn't have my Pothead Mom Instagram, you would have been able to get to know me in that way, to be able to identify like certain things?
I think so.
You do?
Because I got good vibes from you the day that I met you. So I already like have minimal female friends that like I feel comfortable with. And so I don't know. I just was like, oh, I want to be her friend. I hope she comes back. And you did.
Yeah.
And then we started talking, and I was like, damn, like.
Because like at first my bitchy exterior didn't scare or provoke your bitchy exterior.
No.
You were just totally like,
whatever.
Yeah, I understand why you're being an asshole. It's fine.
Same.
Yeah, you were just like, okay, scared little puppy, like, calm down. I'm not gonna hurt you. I just want to help you. That's what I really do feel like a lot of times. Like, people try to, start like a friendship with me, and I'm just so just being traumatized and hurt so many times, like obviously you start to develop little trust issues.
Of course, yeah.
And I think that obviously as I'm going through therapy and growing and that's changing, but I know that I was toxic, and I know that I was an asshole at first meeting people. And one of my really good friends, actually, she is a family friend. The first thing I said to her when I met her, who is this bitch? What the fuck is she doing in this house? Get the hell out. Like, how nice.
Just like straight to it.
Literally, I was just yelling at her. I don't know why. I was just like, why are you in my house?
Because you were temporarily annoyed.
Yeah.
And it's just reactive.
Yeah. So thankfully I don't do that anymore. But yeah, I mean, her demeanor about it wasn't to attack back. So to me, it was a signal, oh, okay, I guess she's safe.
Yeah.
So then I do eventually let down my guard, and then that's when you discover that I'm like, oh gosh, non-confrontational, super sensitive, crybaby.
Complete opposite of like the initial like meeting, like, okay, I wonder how she is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am like, honestly, I saw a bird that had been ran over in the road, and I did start crying in my car, and I was like big sobbing face, like alligator tears.
You have a Kleenex?
And I just like couldn't, yeah, I do. I have to carry them in my car. And I just like couldn't help it. And I like know that it is sad, but I'm just so
emotional.
Like, so emotional. I'm like such a little squishy bear. So it is really funny that I do throw up these like,
yeah,
crazy defense.
Yeah.
Crazy defense.
You definitely come across
bitchy.
I didn't want to say that, but yeah.
I mean,
initial. I was like, she's like kind of cold. Come on, just talk to me. I'm friendly.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I think it took like 3 or 4 times, and then you kind of started opening up a little more.
I don't know. I don't remember how many. I just always know that is my initial reaction, just as a defense.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And thankfully I don't do that anymore, because I had to get over that. Like, I had to meet people at, you know, the girls' schools, and I had to make mom friends, and I had to make Girl Scout friends, and like my kids are involved in all of these things. I can't always be an asshole. And going through DBT did help the most, and that was the best for like emotional regulation and just like breaking.
And just for like the people that don't know what DBT is, what does that stand for?
Sorry, dialectal behavioral therapy.
Yeah.
DBT. We will definitely discuss that later on. This is just a getting to know Jackie and Diane, hothead mom, and
50 Shades of J.
There you go. 50 Shades of Green. Perfect.
We're introducing ourselves.
I know. I'm saying 50 Shades of J and then 50 Shades of Green.
Probably said something wrong.
No, you did.
It's my first day. It's my first day, Diane, okay?
Okay, so we talked about how we met and how long have we known each other. Yeah, how long have we been using cannabis?
How long have you been using cannabis, Diane?
Oh. Well, the first time it didn't really stick.
How old are you?
Oh, I was maybe 14, 15. And it was like, you know, sneak out of the house. There's some boys in the car. They have this rolled up thing in a leaf. And you're like, here, hit this. And I was like, what the hell is that? And they're like, here. And I took like 2 hits and I was like coughing. But I had already smoked cigarettes. That's the reason why I felt so comfortable doing it.
Because of you were already familiar with the inhalation.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, sorry about your ears. Then at like 14, I unfortunately had discovered I was severely depressed, and we'll get into that in another episode. Then I figured out that there were painkillers on the market, and my grandma had painkillers. So from about 14 to 16, I didn't smoke any marijuana, and I just went ham on every pill, like every painkiller.
Yeah.
Xanax, Oxys, all of them.
The whole kit and caboodle.
It was so bad. There was so many different painkillers being made. It's crazy how many painkillers were made in those years.
Yeah.
It's a long time ago. I can't remember what year it was. Maybe like 2002, 2003.
It's already been like almost 20 years ago. Can you? Can we just
Okay, can we just admit the fact that you are the asshole actually for saying that?
I know, I'm the worst. I still think the 90s was like 15 years ago.
I know.
This kills me.
When someone tells me that like 1995, like, can you believe 1995, or I was born in 1995, and I'm like,
I still think you're.
I'm like, isn't 1995 just like 10 years ago?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
It's almost 30. I'm just putting salt in the wound.
So after that nasty drug addiction was kicked, I discovered cannabis. And that wasn't until I was 17, almost 18. And then I was like in heaven. Oh my gosh, it was so much better than painkillers.
Yeah.
So much better. Why didn't I discover marijuana first? Holy cow.
You kind of did, but it probably just wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't the same. Like, nodding out to me was way more interesting than just smoking a little bit and then
being mellow.
Yeah. Just being mellow and hungry and then sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I do want to tell a funny story.
Okay.
When I was about 17, I was smoking, and the first time that I smoked a blunt, I got so high I thought I was a Sims character with the green diamond over my head and everything. And I started walking like the Sims character to do laundry.
Did you talk in the voice
too?
You should have.
I did. But I swear to you, I was a Sim character. I was a Sim character with the green diamond on my head and everything.
Were you like shuffling as you were walking?
No, doing the arm thing.
Oh.
I was walking to go do my laundry. And then I had my laundry basket. You know? Yes, this is a real life story.
How high were you?
It was the first time I had smoked a blunt. It was just me and like 2 other friends.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, I don't get high like that anymore.
I don't think any of us do.
No.
That tolerance.
That was the craziest thing though that I've ever really experienced during like cannabis.
I think like the craziest for.
How long have you been smoking or using cannabis?
Well, so I was like super late to the game. So
Jackie.
I know. As a teenager, like friends definitely like had quote unquote blunts or joints or whatever, Coke can topped with. Or an apple.
Oh,
we did the apple.
I've done the apple. I've done a strawberry. I have smoked out of the can, aluminum foil.
Have you done Bible
water
papers?
bottles?
Let's be controversial. Can we be that?
Yes, of course.
Okay, good. Have you done Bible?
No, I haven't because I never have a Bible.
Yeah, true. Well, as a teen, obviously I had like I think it was like a child's Bible that I got from like a grandmother or something.
Oh, word? Those would be the best size too.
Yeah, it was really good. And my sister was like, "Oh, I have some. Let me. We need to put it in something." And I think our parents found out that we were using aluminum foil to make little like mock pipes.
That was a pretty good one. I can't even do them at all.
Try one more time. I just have to hit it longer. Oh yeah, I can see where this is gonna be a fun game. We were just talking about this the other day, remember? Okay. No, do I have to keep doing it?
No. You're not.